Hey, and welcome to today's 3x3, where we'll be going through sharing with you 3 tips in about 3 minutes for how you can speak like an executive. So if you want to move up in your career, you need to improve your communications skills to do so. So we'll go through this now. Rahul, what's the first tip you got for him?
Tip number one is executive presence. And what that is your ability to control your body language and the subconscious things that you're doing so that you project authority and you project poise. So those are things like your eye contact, being clear and engaging with your eye contact, not looking down, looking away. Another aspect is, what are you doing with your body? Are you sitting back in a meeting like this and hoping that people hear you? Or are you sitting upright, you're engaged, you can move forward into the conversation? Of course, there's a lot of techniques and tips of how to do that, but being aware of what your body language is doing. Another aspect is, can you pause? You're pausing and you're pacing. Are you able to take time to say what you need to say and not be afraid that you're going to get interrupted? Of course, that's another skill, is how do you handle being interrupted and bringing the conversation back when needed. So executive presence is that body language, and what are you doing to control it?
Great. Thanks, Rahul. And tip number 2, Jessica.
Tip number 2 is being a strategic communicator. This is crucial in those moments when you're speaking with high-level leaders. Let's say you're sharing information about a project. Being a strategic communicator, I would share the milestones rather than all the teeny tiny details that took me to get to that milestone. So I am making sure that I'm sharing all the most important information with my high-level leaders so that I can be a strategic communicator.
Great. Thank you, Jessica. And then tip number 3, Rahul.
Tip number 3 is meeting mastery. So as a leader, you want to be able to come into a meeting as a facilitator. And even if you're not a facilitator, you should be able to manage the meeting in a way that people participate. They want to engage. They want to be adding their values and opinions. So how do you get people to do that? That's one skill. Another is their ability to interrupt and refocus when the meeting is off track, which always happens. And another is your ability to synthesize and summarize information as it happens. And you'll notice that executives and leaders are able to do that halfway through or 10 minutes into a conversation. They can go, okay, this is what we've discussed so far. And they pause there.
Great. Thanks, Rahul. And anything else to add, Jessica?
Yeah, especially when meetings, another component that we really need to pay attention to is the questions. We have lots of clients that get nervous in those questions. What if they ask me a question that I just don't know the answer to? Mm-hmm. Well, this is important when you are able to receive a question and answer it, even if you don't know the answer to it. Answering it in a way that shows true leadership. Saying, you know what? I don't know the answer to that question. It's a fantastic one, and I will get back to you by this afternoon. Being comfortable and confident to answer those questions, no matter what the question is. Perfect.
All right. Well, there it is. To be able to speak at the executive level, to talk like an executive, you need to improve your executive presence. You need to work on being a strategic communicator, and you need to get some meeting mastery and speaking on your feet. Other than that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.